Yo, 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 yo. All right. Going to be doing this altcoin video. Trader Mayne here, obviously. I'm going to be doing this altcoin video. I know I said I would put it up the other day. Well, it didn't happen, so it's going up today. Going to try and keep this video 30-ish minutes. One of my goals for the rest of the year is to make some shorter videos. Every time I say I'm going to keep a video under 2 hours, it becomes 2.5 hours. So I'm going to do my best to make this one relatively compact. I'm not going to spend an hour on each of these coins. But yeah, let's get into it. Just going to be fucking going through. I posted on Twitter. I got literally hundreds of responses on this tweet. Let's see how many comments we got. This bag is not doing well. I ate a disgusting amount and it's gross. So good though. Let's see. Almost 200 comments, requests. So pretty awesome. So we're just going to go rapid fire on these things. One thing you'll note is there is an insane amount of requests for AVAX, Avalanche. I got nothing against the project, but like there's definitely just a bunch of fucking bots on here being like, you need to look at AVAX. And then when I said I'm not gonna do it, I got even more comments being like, oh, you're missing out, bro. So fuck you, AVAXers. I'm just kidding. Okay, so Ripoff says QNT, and if the coin cannot be found on TradingView, it will not be covered. This one was close. QNT only on Huboy or KuCoin. All right, let's take a look. I mean, who trades on BitterX? Not gonna make it, bro. Okay, so I mean, before I get into this, I want to preface this with BitPay. What the fuck is going on here? All right, I want to preface this with obviously all of this hinges upon Bitcoin. I mean, at this point, it's like, oh, this candle obviously closed good. I think a lot of people, I've seen have flipped saying, I think the bottom is in. I don't have an opinion yet. I posted a chart the other day thinking we might make another low. I was kind of looking at this low here that I thought might get swept. Maybe that got front run. We came into my level of SR that I've had on my chart for like 2 weeks now. Came in there, got a nice bullish reaction. So no reason to... Wow, excuse me. Oh, I just sneezed so hard I got a headache. No reason to fight the move here, right? This was obviously a strong bullish move right into support. This is an area I'd been watching. I didn't long this personally. I shorted like from here to here. Didn't long this personally. Fucking huge candle, like 7 or 8%. But it is the weekend, right? Always got to be wary of that weekend price action. I'm not saying the bottom is not in. I'm not saying it is in. I don't know yet. So when I don't know what's going to happen, I just sit out and I wait for a high probability trade. It doesn't mean I can't take little scalps or whatever in the meantime, but in terms of like a high time frame swing trade, to long here makes no sense to me. If you longed here, absolutely, you're laughing, right? You're well in profit. You've probably taken some off the table already and can trail up your stop, etc. But I didn't long the bottom, right? So if I didn't long here, there's no reason for me to long here. There's no trade for me here. It's in a support. I could have longed this. I didn't. So we'll see. Right now, we're in prime bearish retest territory, right? So if this thing is going to reverse, right, you can just delete this, right? Because you got to realize here, high, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. This is bearish on the H12, right? So keep that in mind. You've got to realize, as much as this is a bullish candle, right? And these are two bullish 12-hour candles, we're in bearish H12 market structure here, right? These are lower highs and lower lows. This looked bullish and then we made lower. This looked bullish and we made lower. This looks bullish. We can still go lower. So I'm still leaning towards down personally, but I could be wrong. But right now, this is kind of prime bearish retest territory. So there's no reason for me to long here. I missed the bottom long. That's okay. And I'm not interested really in shorting on the weekend unless I get something obvious. If I get some sort of swing failure pattern on the lower time frames where it looks like a super obvious setup, great. But I've got some shit going on this weekend that I'm not really going to be super on the charts till probably Sunday. So I'm fine not being in the trade, right? Unless you got some high probability, it's fine to sit out. So I missed the bottom long. We're into the bearish retest zone. I'm leaning towards down. Sweep this low and then maybe back up, right? But anything can happen, right? Anything can happen. This could have been the bottom, but I didn't long here, so I'm not gonna fucking long right into resistance. This could be the top for the weekend already. H12 is bearish. So that being said, if we're gonna make another low, you gotta be aware on alts, right? You gotta be careful, right? Because if Bitcoin's gonna make another low, any bullish altcoin setup I draw will probably get absolutely nuked. So keep that in mind. But we're going to go into this assuming that the low might be in, or that we're going to have some bullishness over the weekend on alts, and we can keep these short term. They don't necessarily have to be long-term plays here, right? Above here, right, that'd be a break in market structure on the high time frame. We're going to all-time high and we're going to 70K and beyond. Until then, this is bearish retest territory, and since I didn't long here, I'll wait for confirmation, or I'll wait for, you know, a low to get run and some sort of, you know, long that I'm anticipating to get in on. All right. So that is the preface for if I'm fucking, if any of these trades go wrong, it's not my fault. But let's get into the list here, rapid fire style. So QNT from the boy ripoff, the homie. So you know, don't mind this, you know, kind of big sweep there of the lows. Looking at the weekly, there's not a ton going on here. Looking at the 3-day, still not a ton going on. I mean, I guess you could mark this, and that would be kind of your 3-day key SR to flip. Go down to the daily. Again, same area, right? So need to see this flip. This is an uptrend, right? You know, we're going up. We're coming into resistance. You know, you've got some, you know, highs here, right? This is kind of like an ascending triangle steez. So this probably goes like something like this, but that would be the bullish play, right? That would be the bullish play. Get up above this gray block from the 3-day chart here, flip this high. I don't know if this is traded other places or whatever, but this thing could go into price discovery. I guess this, if you count this as all-time high, maybe not, but not a lot of resistance once it's here, right? So maybe it comes down here again, but once it's above here, I'd be bullish on this thing. But again, you know, keep in mind what's going on with Bitcoin. I would venture to say if we lose this trend line, right, which would be confluent just based on timing, right, back down here, we'd be retesting this block. If we lose this trend line and then get below this block, this could be shortable, or I would exit longs at the very least. All right, and I'll add this QNT, I'll add this here so we can track this and keep myself accountable by not trading and just drawing lines on charts and seeing if they play out, and then I can retweet them for clout on twitter.com. So above here, Super Bowl, down here, cut longs, get out, etc. All right. See if we can keep this pace going. Hey, Mayne, just the one. Sharing Global, pick me up. Sharing Global works in travel, aviation, finance, banking, government, cities, logistics, and transportation. So travel, aviation, and logistics all sound like transportation. Finance and banking sound like the same thing. But anyways, so all of these areas are focused on, with travel being one of the first things that goes to market. Its technologies underpin these, such as self-sovereign identity platform, document storage and verification, on-demand services such as rental protocols, purchasing protocols, P2P marketplaces, and then also micropayments and cross-border payments as well. I'm fucking dyslexic and not very good at English, but I'm pretty sure this is a terribly written paragraph. I'll have to send it to my editor, Cred, for confirmation there. Sharing commence several. Yeah, this is written by... Don't invest in this, right? So first of all, I'm confident I'm not gonna be able to even find this chart. You didn't even tell me what the coin is, right? Is it called sharing? Does it have a ticker? But when the promotional material has spelling mistakes and poor grammar and shit, how good and secure do you think the fucking actual project is? I'm going to say not very. Sharing to work regions consisting 120 million residents and one pilot consists of 2 million residents alone. It's a bad sentence. APP launches or app launches, COVID vaccine certificates, staking 2. Referral program, programme? Like, it's program doesn't have a fucking ME at the end, does it? Unless you say programmed. Starts higher up the list, higher chance to be included, soft launch, plus stake earlier. Australia, Thailand, restart, SRH, shop. This is, I'm not bad. The 21 likes. Okay, am I retarded or is this retarded? I don't know. Of these 21 likes, only one person, no, 2, 3, okay. I mean, they're not all fucking bots. I don't know. Maybe I'm fucking crazy because Mooland, I follow you. I don't know. Am I crazy or is this fucking got terrible English in it? You guys will have to let me know. But I'm sorry I can't find that on TradingView, so I'm not charting it, my guy. H-bar. H-bar USD. I mean, so my one thing with this is, it's ripped, right? So obviously bullish, right? But just in the last, let's just go the start of March here, right? Start of March, in the month of March, it's up 3x. So anytime you see that kind of a move, right, you want to find the alts that are here, right, or even here. This one's got a big old green dildo on it already. It doesn't mean it can't put another one in. But looking at the high time frame, there is no support on the weekly chart until way down there. And this is a big move up and kind of a big blow-offy toppy kind of wick, but no weekly support for a long time. Not saying it can't continue to go up, but if this is going to collapse, it can collapse hard. Same with the 3-day. Jesus, what's wrong with me? No support until way the fuck down here. The daily, again, there's nothing here. It's probably going to be something on like the 12 hour. There you go. So there's your high time frame support, right? 12 hours still high time frame for me. So this is, big move up and now it's first kind of pullback. I mean, you could argue that this thing is like breaking out and ready to go again, right? So like this is kind of descending triangle steez, but breaking out, could be ready to go again. I would like to see it get above this, which it is now, and then make a higher high. So that would be probably what I would be looking for on this thing. This is a buy until it's not, right? Like it comes back down here, right? You could just, then this becomes the triangle. So it could just do something like this and consolidate, but I don't hate this thing above here. Below here, obviously abandon ship or, maybe buy here. But I mean, this is going to be a decent range, even just from here and here, right? Yeah, that's like almost 20% down. But for now, it looks okay. I think if it maintains above here and then it can make a higher high, I would argue this is the higher high I'd want to see it get above, right? I mean, it's made a higher high here. Has it, or is that an SFP? It's a slightly higher high. So pick the next high. Some sort of pullback here, but above here, I think you're pretty safe to get on a long targeting up here. So don't hate this one. Looks okay. Below there, probably pull shoot. So we'll add H bar USD. So something I'm not going to be doing in this video is covering all of the BTC pairs. I'm going to be covering primarily the USD pairs. Every fucking video I do, I go into like a long explanation on why it's important to track the BTC pair and the USD pair. At the end of the day, I'm tired of explaining it. It's a relatively simple concept, and I've covered it a ton. So just go watch some of my earlier like Sunday streams. Check it out. I've covered it a bunch. I did it a lot in my gold streams that I used to do as well, because it's applicable in commodities or forex trading, because you can use the dollar index, the DXY, right, as a proxy for the US dollar, and then use cross market analysis, or you can use EJ, Euro JPY or EG relative to, Euro USD relative to, and then use Euro, let's say Euro pound, and then use that as your analysis pair relative to Euro USD and pound dollar, right? So anyways, I'm not going to cover the BTC pairs for the most part. They are important. Super Cole's notes version, right? If you want to, at the end of the day, focus on the chart you're trading. If you're trading the BTC chart, right? If you're trading this altcoin for BTC, focus on that. If you're trading USD, focus on that. That's the primary. But using the BTC chart, you can maximize, your kind of capital rotation, maximize your, gains, nail your capital rotation time, because obviously if the BTC chart of the alt is bullish, then that USD chart is going to outpace Bitcoin itself, right? And vice versa. If you're long FUSD, but FBTC is bearish, FUSD is going to underperform BTC USD, right? So, but yeah, I gotta focus on the dollar pairs for this. Okay, so there's H bar. Luna. So this one I've deleted from memory because someone told me about this like pre-Binance when it was at like $7 and I didn't buy any. So I hate it and it's dead to me. So again, this looks like H bar, right? H bar might be here. So there's a chance, H bar puts in another big old leg. But similar to H bar, right, there's no weekly support for a long ass fucking time, right? So we're going to have to zoom in. Daily support here, okay? If we get some sort of crazy flash dump on Bitcoin, right? Like if, let's say Bitcoin has a crazy crash to 49K, right? You could fucking have just stink bids here and you might get filled and it might not go back to all-time high. Maybe it will. Right? If Bitcoin starts getting bullish after that, but you could get a fill here and then instantly be up, 10, 20%. Like these are the kind of charts where it's like, yeah, set stink bids, at these kind of far away supports and just, hope and maybe you get lucky. So daily support there. There's your 12-hour support and it's interacting with it right now. Right? So there's your bounce. What I like so far is that we are reclaiming this breaker. Right? So I would consider this a breaker, right? This is the up candle, caused the down move. We're back above it. So I'm bullish here on this, but I wouldn't really want to long this until it's above here. I'm going to use a box for this. I mean, I guess you could long this right here technically. Again, weekend, uncertain with Bitcoin. I'm not interested. This is holding up relatively strong. But above here, I think it's like no doubt long the shit out of it because this thing's going to go on another crazy run. If it reclaims this level, I think it's going up like into the 30s for sure. Lose this level, I think I would be looking to long here, right? At least, right? Let's say it comes below here, right? I would look to long it at least into here. And this is what I mean about stink bids, right? Is even if it doesn't go back to all-time high, you could catch a stink bid, it's a wick, and all of a sudden you're up 30% or some bullshit. So, Luna, dead to me. WCRS. Some sort of Uniswap bullshit. So, pretty much nothing to work with on the weekly. 3-day has some support here. I'm still fucking around with Uniswap. I mean, what I'm learning is TA kind of works, but not as well as it does on, the more liquid, pairs, obviously. WCRS, put that there. Okay. So 3-day support there, I guess. Daily support here. I mean, yeah, you can do this now. Put that there, put this there. So, pullbacks into here, I'd be a buyer on the daily. I'm not going to get super low time frame on any of these alts, like maybe some of them that I think might have some sort of setup, but this is a buy, right? This is a buy in here, right? I think that's a buy. Lose this, we'll go down to here. Simple. Okay, Ethereum. The original alt. Well, technically, I guess Litecoin is the original alt. Well, let's look at Ethereum. This guy thought he was being sneaky, sneaking in fucking Ethereum. So Ethereum, similar to Bitcoin, right, is technically in like kind of perfect bearish retest territory, right? So we've got, the bearish market structure on the H12, right? Or on the daily even, right? You got a high here. You've got, higher highs, higher lows all the way here. Now you've got a lower low. This is obviously a lower high, right? So where is the swing high that is relevant to this, or the swing low, excuse me, that's relevant to this high being generated? It's right here, right? So we have not made another lower low. Like Bitcoin has, kind of multiple higher highs and higher lows. I mean, I guess we have technically, if you want to use this one. There you go. Actually, I like that a lot. So here's the swing low that generated the most recent swing high, right? The lower high. And we've now made a lower low there. And we're now retesting it bearishly, right? So we had this kind of floor here. Someone was bidding the shit out of this for a few days. And it's now been lost. Oh, this is the daily chart. I'm not even on the H12. And you can see, right? So that was getting bid up, broke down. We've made a lower low, right? So we still have a higher low relative to this one, right? But relative to this is now a lower high confirmed. I would not be longing ETH. I mean, again, this is the exact same analysis as Bitcoin. I'm going to zoom in one level here. Until we get above here, right? I'm not really interested in longing. And what does getting above here signify? A higher high on the daily and the H12, right? And a trend change and a nice SR flip, right? Like if this is support here, broke down, resistance, support, broke down, resistance. Obviously, this is a key pivot, right? So if we're able to flip this, pretty easy long, right? But for now, this is bearish market structure on the H12. We're going into the weekend and I didn't long the bottom, right? I have no problem with being long on ETH here. We had a big drop. You catch that knife. Great. Good for you. You should be up nice. You should be taking some off the table because we're coming into bearish retest territory, right? So that's what we see right here, right? We've got this H12 bearish order block. We've got these, that previous swing low. We've got this pivot here. So this is an area where price could reject and make a lower low. The buy obviously was probably based on, this daily demand here. You probably could have got a buy in there. Again, I did not long this. I'm not pretending like I did, but there's no reason to long into support here, right? So that's what I want to see on ETH to get long. Flip this level, get long, boom. If we show any sort of weakness in here, I think we're going to make another run, and I think we'll run this low here. Right, so if we show weakness in here, like in the form of a swing failure pattern or something low time frame, over the weekend or Sunday, Monday kind of thing, we could see a move down into, this low. So this is prime bearish retest territory. We could just range here, right? This is support right here, that daily demand, right? So we could go sideways here. Lots could happen, but I'll long above here, and I know I'm missing this part of the move. I don't fucking care. If ETH is going to 2,500, right? I have no problem longing it at fucking 1,800 and catching it for fucking, several $100 ride and missing the first $300 of the move, right? Let's say it's moving $1,000, right? From this to 2,500 is about $1,000. If I'm getting in at 17 or at 1,800 and I'm missing the first $300 of a $1,000 move, I'm fine with that. I'm catching 70% of it. I'm about that all day long, right? So this is bearish retest territory. Flip here, long your longs, reject here, right? We go for this low, I think. So let's wait and see. What a good suggestion. I've got buddies coming over for some beers. It is Friday, so hopefully I can get through a bunch of these. I planned this terribly. ID. I don't see it on here, my dog, unless it's this. Is this it? Invest Digital ID ID. I don't know what this is. Everest ID, USD. Okay, I'm assuming that's what you're looking at here. And I don't know why it didn't show up. ID USD. Why is it not showing up? How come this man has it and I can't get it? Is this not Trading View? Is this not Trading View? This must be fucking Chart X. These fuckers. These fuckers. I'm sorry, bro. I can't. Fuck. I've got Chart X here. I said I wasn't going to do it, but for you, I'm going to fucking do it, my guy. Oh, of course. It loads for like 10 seconds and then I click away as soon as it shows up. Too good at this, man. I'm too good at this. Okay. Bro, I'm going above and beyond for you right now. What is going on? What is this? This is not it. ID USD. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. If you can tell me how to chart it more easily, I will do it in my next stream. RNDR. I have a feeling a lot of people are going to be sending me shit that I cannot find easily. All right, let's see. Let's see if there's RNDR. Let's see if it looks better on KuCoin. A little bit more history here. I know I'm zooming in on this one, but like, you know, there's nothing to work with here on the daily. Nothing to really even work with here. On the H4, you know, you've got demand right here. But on the 1 hour, the more you stare at charts, the more, like, I know what the 4 hour chart looks like when I'm looking at this 1 hour chart. I don't know, it's weird. It's like autism, you know, except for I'm like, instead of being a savant and I can like see piano songs in my mind, you know, and see colors in the form of shapes and solve complex math equations, I can just kind of visualize the 4 hour chart on the 1 hour. Maybe that's just me being retarded. I don't know. So clear 1 hour resistance here, right? Like this looks like obviously the lead-in trend, super bullish, big up move, broke a low, right? Made a lower low, and we've now put in what appears to be a lower high. This is not a confirmed lower high technically until we lose this low, right? So until we lose this low, this is not a confirmed lower high. So if you zoom out to the H4, this is going to be that H4 demand right here, if I'm not mistaken. Look at that autism, that magical, mystical autism. So I'm going to delete you. I'm going to draw a box here. I would look for this to get held as support, right? If we get in here and we get some bullishness, boom, you know, there's your fucking long plan. If we lose this, like I'm not longing this right here. There's no reason for me. I mean, it is bouncing, I guess, right off of here. So maybe that's it, right? But if that's the case, I need to get in on some shit like that. You know, on the higher time frame, right, this would be where I'm buying because this is the best risk reward. Your stop either goes here or right here. And if you're wrong, right, price is going to go way the fuck down here. And that's a big ass fucking drop, right? You know, almost 20%. Probably if I do that right, it would have been 20%. So lose that, you know, this is where, again, stink bid territory, etc. All right, so RNDR, KuCoin, boom, added to the list, done and dusted. Okay, Matic, let's do it. Matic, Bobatic, okay. So on the 3-day, right, weekly, probably nothing, right? Weekly and the 3-day support are the same right there. Could draw that out, right? Stink bids. Bitcoin crashes to 49K. You stink bid here, you might get filled. There's your daily level that it's interacting with right now, right? So, you know, that was the buy the dip. Nice bounce here. Right, a lot of these alts, what they'll do when Bitcoin has a big crash, like it just did, a big crash, I say lightly, it went down like 5% or whatever, but over consecutive days, it's gone down 20 from the top, I guess, right? But you look at these alts that all are like super bully like this, right? What you do, you draw out your daily demand, and then when Bitcoin has a big pullback, usually what happens is it's not just going to nuke this. It will give you this, and then when Bitcoin kind of stabilizes, they'll do this. I'm not saying that this is going to go here, right? But if you've got this marked out on your chart and it comes in here, right? That's an 11% move that you could have caught, just a little move. You trade that on perps or whatever. You do a quick buy and sell on fucking spot. Or if you've been buying Matic for ages and you're just dollar cost averaging, that's where you want to fucking do it. It's not just going to nuke those daily support levels, right? So they look like they're never going to get hit. This gets hit. This gets put in here, right? And then you're like, oh, this thing's going to the fucking moon. And then it's like, oh, it's just going sideways. And then it's like, this is literally, 2 weeks later, right? Patience. You have set bids there maybe, or you just got to wait it out, set alerts, right? But that seemed like a good buy. Even if this just goes down again, right? That's an 11% move that was tradable. So 3-day support is relatively close to this daily. So if this daily fails, right? If this daily fails, I think this is going to hold. And I would be buying in here, barring some major collapse in altcoins and Bitcoin, right? You would want this to hold and then, continuation to the upside, right? So something like that. If you didn't long this on the daily, to me, you do not long this until it flips this level, right? So until it flips this level on the daily, I'm not interested in longing this because I missed the entry there. On the low time frame, I'm sure there's some sort of lower time frame setup, right? You could just say, okay, this is bullish now. I'm going to long a pullback in here. I'm not really interested in doing that. I would focus on the high time frame on this thing. So I know this is a huge range and a huge way away, right? But patience, right? If it gets above 40, kind of 42 cents here, it's going to rip. So I have no problem, same as that, waiting. Otherwise, I'll buy it a little lower. If you bought the bottom here, great. Probably take some profits as it is coming into, an area of resistance. This is bearish leading down here, but no setup for me here currently on Matic. If you bought that daily support, nice. If it flips this, I might long it. Matic. Automatic. Vet. That's a name I haven't heard in 100 years. What am I doing with these voices? When I have the chat going, it's just my own stream of consciousness. I'm just talking to no one. And I sound like a lunatic. Again, so this is the exact same conversation I just had with Matic, right? Like this thing's ripping. You're like, when the fuck do I get on board, right? Well, if you had just marked out daily support, we literally had, this is when Bitcoin dumped. We came in there, stink bid city, whatever. You have some stink bids there. This thing is up 20% off of that daily support. This thing looked pretty fucking strong. Unfortunately, again, I had no bids here. So if I'm bidding this thing, I'm now bidding this, saying, okay, is this new daily support? You could bid here, right? Or you wait till it breaks all-time high and you get involved, right? So either pull back here, right? Or just boom. But again, right? Wait for Bitcoin to pull back because it does, even in an uptrend, right? During these periods on Bitcoin, right? That's when you get these big daily SR retests on altcoins. But this looks pretty fucking good, pretty fucking strong. I mean, yeah, this thing is fucking really, really looks like it's breaking out, right? Obviously, right? Rocket science there. Fucking that's some analysis for you. It's breaking out very clearly. No daily support or weekly support till down here, but it looks like this hasn't put in a parabolic leg yet, like some of these other ones. So I like this. I think if it flips that level there, flips, either pulls back here or flips this level and Bitcoin remains bullish, I think we could see a serious expansion on this thing. But it looks okay. Again, 20% off the low. It's not bad. Otherwise, we're coming back into here, right? If it loses, this, we're coming back, highs, lows, we're coming back to there. Vet USD. I have a feeling this video is going to become like a two-parter because I went to the gym That was my downfall. Well, it's not my downfall. It's actually my greatest strength. Where do you think my neck comes from? Fucking lifting. This guy did not read the rules. I said leave. Did I say leave one alt? I said coins. Never mind. You're selfish. You're taking up spots from other people. I'm just kidding. Okay. God, I am so bad at planning. All right. Octo. Another Uniswap. Another Uniswap coin. Am I missing something here? There you go. I don't even remember drawing this. There you go. I drew this daily support. I don't even know when. I have no idea. This could have been ages ago, but came into this level. We did go below, but obviously we're consolidating above here. To me, this is a pretty straightforward one. Needs to get above here, right? Because otherwise, uptrend, that's, we swept these lows, but looks kind of like a lower low. I don't know. This is just going sideways. This is hopefully, if you're an Octo holder or an Octo purist, you've got tentacles and 8 arms. You're gonna wanna see this be reaccumulation, right, as opposed to distribution, redistribution. So I think above here is where I would get involved. If you're like a long-term holder and you've been buying this thing all the way fucking up, right? Like this could be just some reaccumulation before we continue. So this seems like a good area to accumulate, right? Below there probably goes and takes out this low here. But yeah, I wouldn't, like, as a trader, I would want to see it back above like the 96 handle to get involved, and then I'm interested. For whatever that is worth. And yes, that means I'm missing the first 25% of a move, but I think if it gets above here, it's going to go well into the 6 figures. I'm okay. If it's going to go up $75 and I miss the first 25, it is what it is. I will live with that. I'm not accumulating these coins. Razor. Does this guy ask just all Uniswap coins? Probably. Look at that. So, I guess came into weekly support here. Zoom in on the daily. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like charts that look like this. It's hard for me to make out good TA, or speak good English apparently. Technically this is in an uptrend. This is an uptrend. It is in an uptrend, right? So don't hate that. We're holding that weekly support. I would probably argue that we want to hold this. That would be kind of my area of interest to hold. And we're similar to Octo. We're consolidating at it right now. So you could be a buyer where we are. Flip this is where, as a trader, I'd be interested in getting long. All right, I'm taking, oh God. I'll do another Razor. I'm only taking 2 of yours, bro, just so I'm fair to other people. Already did that. Theta. I know that Theta, Crypto Toonsy was shilling this shit forever. Like when it was like under $1, I think. I don't even know. It feels like he's been shilling it like for the entire year, and it's up 12x this year. So congrats to Toonsy, assuming he actually owns some, because yeah, this thing has gone on a ripper this year. It's up like 12x this year, which is awesome for anyone holding this coin. I hold none of it. I hope Toons holds some, a meaningful amount, because you shill something and you fucking preach it from under $1 and now it's over 12. Hopefully you practice what you preach. So GG to him for calling this one out. Came into 12-hour support here. Got a nice bounce, off of the lows here. Potentially looks like it might be rounding off into a lower high. Let's just look at Bitcoin real fucking quick. Okay. So yeah, this is, you know, obviously when you see this, right, for it to be really fucking bullish, right, what I want to see is when it comes and retests here, I want it to make a new high, right? This is obviously a lower high that's being put in here. Unless, right, we have this area hold. So if this area holds and can go and make a new high, great. But I have a feeling it's not going to. I have a feeling that this breaker is actually playing out here, right? So this is the up candle, or the down candle for the up move that ran this high, right? So we ran this high from this breaker, back below, retest bearish, and now we're selling off. So I have a feeling we're gonna come here. So maybe we get some sort of run of this low, right, to get long again, back into here. But the breaker works like dynamic SR, right? Down, it's not dynamic. It just works like SR. It is SR, right? So if this breaker plays out, we're going to come back down here, most likely. But if we flip the breaker, right? So if we rejected from it, but we get above it, you just long. So that could be a play to watch there. Back above like 13 to 1350, long theta. Theta. All right, next. Way too many, bro. I'm gonna do just, I gotta make a rule on just doing one per person, guys, because it's otherwise the video will be, we're already 40 minutes in, if you can believe it, and that's because I have the inability to be concise whatsoever. Pig, not on TradingView. PDAO, not on TradingView. Safe Moon, not on TradingView. What if it's just safe? No. Whirl. I don't know. Maybe what I'll do, guys, is I'll do another video like where I do Uniswap coins and I chart them all on ChartX. Because it seems like a lot of you guys are suggesting Uniswap coins that aren't going to be on TradingView yet. Value. Can I chart this thing on somewhere not complete dog shit? Oh boy. Assuming this is the coin. So I mean, oh my god. So here's what I don't know what's going on here, if this is just a listing or whatever. But you know what I like, I guess, is on the weekly, this thing hasn't gone on like an insane run yet. Like you look at theta, right, on the weekly, insane run already. Whereas our boy value here, our boy value liquidity, has not, right? So it looks on the weekly as if, you know, it could be starting an uptrend here. Obviously you have this huge leading in fucking dumpage. But to me, this seems pretty crystal clear here. You've got an uptrend here, right? I'm going to actually use these lows. 'Cause fuck trend lines, right? Whatever, close fucking enough. Right, close enough. Fuck off with the magnet. Fuck you. Right, close enough. All I'm denoting with the trend line here is it's an uptrend. I'm not trying to be precise. And we're coming up into resistance. We've rejected from this area once. Confluent with that trend line, all I care about is horizontal SR, which is what we got here. So you got a nice touch of horizontal SR here. So this looks like a decent bounce. This is going to be kind of some minor resistance here. You can already see it rejecting a little bit. But I think if we get above $9, right, make a higher high here, trade above here, I think you long the absolute piss out of this thing, because this could very easily be a 2x, right, up into here. So this is one to watch for sure. Get above $9, probably trade it into 16 plus. Lose this trend line, lose this, back to the depth of hell, straight to Goblin Town. All right. Bullish on Pond, this guy says. Pond, P-O-N-D. I get why you're bullish. I'm just kidding. Chart tells me nothing. I don't know why you're bullish yet. Okay. So, you know, not a ton here, right? But coming into daily SR here, holding for now, right? Zoom in a little bit, a little fucking bit. So the reaction from daily SR is not bad so far, right? We've had a little bit of a pump lump here. Why do I talk like this? Why am I like this? I should have just used music on this stream and not talked at all. So again, bearish retest territory here. I mean, we came up into this area and rejected pretty hard right off it. So something to be aware of with this one. I would want to see this thing make a higher high before I get involved personally. The problem is I do these alt streams, I look up all these alts, I draw all these setups, and then I completely forget that I've done it, and then I come back later and I realize that you guys have made some great calls, and if I would have listened to my own analysis, I could have made some money. But alas, I just continue to long Litecoin because I hate myself. Okay. This is going to be your area of resistance. Above here, I'm interested in longing Pond. I don't know what it does. These guys say it's bullish. They say they're bullish on Pond. This guy's John, when John tweets, is so bullish. If this is you, bro, let's fucking go, King. Got the beautiful wife. You're giving her the sick dip. I don't know. That's your wife, obviously. Wedding rings. Great picture, bro. So John, super bullish on Pond. I can only imagine that this project is legit as they come then. Want to clear this area here, right? Because bearish retest for now. Above about 16 cents, I like Pond. You really don't want to see it lose this daily block, though, or else it's going to make new lows. And I don't know how low it's going to go because there's no price action down there. But that would be kind of my analysis on Pond. POND, Tether, USD. Let's fucking go. John the King. Sell frame, sir. Okay. Naruto picture. Shout out to my boy, Jason. I am now the biggest Naruto weeb in the world. It's the first anime I've watched. That's a lie. I mean, when I was a kid, I used to watch like Dragon Ball Z, and then I watched like Inuyasha, and I think that was about, obviously like Pokemon and shit, but I never like followed through. Like I haven't seen all of Dragon Ball Z. Like I stopped after, I don't even know, Majin Buu, I think is when I stopped. So as an adult now, as an old fucking man, I decided, what's all this hype about Naruto, about anime? And then some of the homies were like, Naruto, whatever, is the best fucking anime ever. And oh my God, I finished it not that long ago. It is one of the greatest TV shows I've ever watched, period. I fucking loved it. So shout out to you. Bonus points for the Naruto profile pic. Sell frame, another Uniswap gem. Nothing high time frame for me to work with here. Basically got to go all the way down to the 8 hour. I mean, I guess this is support here. Right? I don't love it, but I wouldn't really want, big old fucking wick and a bullish close. I wouldn't the problem is that I don't like about this order block, right, is this is fucking 20%. This is massive. So if I zoom in, we don't quite come that low. Yeah, again, like there's just maybe here, I don't know. Basically, I think, that's your key level, is the low of the order block, right? You want to see it hold there. So what I like so far, right, is it's reclaimed the breaker, right? So the up candle, that was the down move that caused the run below. We're back above, we're pushing up. Zooming back out, this would probably be my bullish trigger area on like the 8 hour, on the 4 hour. Like this thing's got some room to go up. That would be kind of my level of interest. Above here for longs, sometimes the fucking lines it draws are so wonky. The above there for longs. Let's see what that looks like on the hourly. Yeah, right above there. So you can see confluent with our higher time frame level, our lower time frame levels. So that'd be kind of where I'm interested in longing this thing. I like that it reclaimed this breaker here. I think that's a good look. Could just range here, but above that, you know, whatever price that is, in wrapped ETH, that's where I'd be interested in getting in. HTR. Oh, I gotta add this to this to sell. HTR. Hathor. Okay, let's see here. So daily's down here. Didn't quite come and hit daily. It hit 12 hour though, right? So again, same thing. Stink bid city. This one looks pretty crystal clear to me, right? This is your big ass move up, right? Big ass move up, breakdown, retest high time frame support. Is this a bearish retest right here? Because if it is, we're going back here at the very least, right? And then we could trade back into, you know, this consolidation. Above here, you just long it. This one's pretty straightforward. So right now, looking like potentially a bearish retest. Again, it very much depend on what Bitcoin does. If Bitcoin fucking dumps off, this will probably dump off too. Back into here at the very least. Flip this $1.50 area, and this thing's gonna rip. And I will look to long it, assuming I don't forget that it exists. And I don't have any money on KuCoin, so that's also an issue. Luna already did. Matic already did. Let's look at Sushi. Sushi. So I did this in my last video, obviously, or something like that. I don't remember. But I drew this out, right? So there's your, you know, above. This is why I kind of have those rules, right? Like above there, I'm interested in longing, right? Because I don't know when I did this, right? If I did this here, that seems pretty smart. Don't long it until we're above there instead of just longing this blind, as obviously we sold off. Came into these lows, ran them. So I'm just going to delete all this so it's fucking fresh. I don't know. I'm not so sure about this fucking chart here. Kind of looks shitty. I don't like it. High time frame, I don't like it below here. Above here, high time frame, new all-time high, right? But until then, this could fucking really pull back and correct hard, right? If Bitcoin's gonna make another low, or we're gonna see another wider correction on alts, that could happen. But above here, right back above, call it 19 bucks, essentially, a little bit lower than 19 bucks. High time frame, I'm long in Sushi for like a 2x. I think it will make another big ass run. But as long as it's below this 3-day breaker, I would be leaning bearish. Right? And very similar to Ethereum and a lot of these other coins right now, you know, this is bearish retest territory right here, right? So we're putting in a potential bearish retest after, right, a high, right, higher, like a low, a high, right, a lower high, a lower low, bearish market structure here. So could put in another lower high right here. If we get above here, right, we'll probably at the very least trade into here, and then that will be a key area, right? Because through 19, I'm bullish. Below 19, you know, I'm leaning technically bearish on Sushi. Cake. We'll look at Cake. Someone tweeted today that Cake has now flipped Uni in like all kind of metrics that would matter. So I imagine that, you know, I believe Cake is for Pancake Swap, and Uni would be obviously for Uniswap. So I mean, if that's the case, more volume, whatever, that's interesting. Can I do this? Apparently not. Cake. USDT divided by uni tether, enter. There we go. Yeah, so I mean, that's what this chart would represent, right? This is cake divided by uni, right? So uni's outperforming cake here. Now cake is outperforming uni, right? And this is broken market structure. So this is now bullish market structure. We're now in an uptrend potentially, or forming an uptrend on cake uni, which means that would be like an uptrend on FBTC means F is outperforming BTC, while an uptrend on cake uni means that cake is outperforming Uniswap. And I didn't need any sort of metrics to see that, just the charts, my man. I'm a fucking chartist. Oh my God, I need to be muted. I need to mute myself. Okay, so you know, this is I don't really know what cake does other than I guess it's the utility token for PancakeSwap. So obviously has utility, has value. You know, it's now tested this area for a third time, right? So I would be inclined to believe that once it finally breaks above here, it will fucking fly. Because we've got one test, two tests, a third test, right? So the more attempts at the level, more likely it is to break, I think. So that's very positive. That's very bullish. How can we get involved? What does a trade look like? Give me something I can use, Mayne. I would say that, I'm just going to move that circle there. I would say, you know, this now we want to be support, right? We want this kind of 12-hour. Let's see if we can find a little tighter. Nice little toiga. Again, I need to stop talking. So a pullback into here, right, would be a long, I think, into here. And then the next move, right, or it just goes through, but the next pullback, right, you expect the next test, right, to come up into here to be the one that breaks out, right? Multiple tests, area getting weaker. Hopefully that's the case. So we will keep an eye on this. We will keep an eye on this. Cake. Cake, cake, cake. The cookie fucker, cookie underscore fucker 69 says LTC as if to mock me. Chocolate chip cookies are the only cookies worth consuming. This guy has 445 followers. His image is a chocolate chip cookie. And you know what? I kind of agree with him. He has not tweeted. He retweeted something in early Feb. The last time he sent out his own tweet was from 2018. Feels too good to be chilling in the I-88s, and then he tagged Casey Neistat. Said, where the fuck you at? Fucking Valentine's almost 10 years ago, this man's going on a fucking tweet spree. He says he misses Batman. Then his next tweet says, fuck him, we ball. I like this guy. I'm a fucking fan of Cookie Fucker. Other than the fact that you told me to chart LTC, and you fucking know that is a sensitive topic for me. So I had charted LTC on Twitter a little while ago, and basically I'd kind of talked about how I really want to see LTC trading above 207 essentially. And so what we have here is very similar. Where's that level, right? So this is not good, is the bottom line. So we had this kind of big move up, lagging the entire market, so there's your high, low into support, nice bounce, cleared lower high, right? Rejection right back into the daily bearish order block. And now we've made a lower low, relative to here. We're still above this low, right? But this is clearly a lower high. So if this is going to be a higher low, which it can be, right? We need to get above here. And then ultimately, I want to see us above here. Why? Because that would be a shift in market structure to the upside. Hold on one sec here, guys. All right, sorry about that, guys. So LTC, needs to get above here for sure, right? Because right now this looks like a bearish retest of this SR, right? So briefly support, we're back below. You can see we wicked up, closed back below. This looks like, to me, like it wants to go like this, if I'm being honest. But if it can flip this, I think at the very least we'll come retest this breaker. We'll come retest this bearish order block here. And then the reason I wanted to get back above 207, and that's what I said in that tweet, is because that would denote a higher high, right? Which would make me think, okay, we've now got a low, a higher high, right? And then, continuation of the uptrend. So I still think LTC at some point will make a new all-time high. Obviously, it's been fucking painful. Trust me, I bought $400,000 worth of LTC at like $220. My average on all of the LTC that I own is at this point right now just underwater. My average is about 185 because I bought like $400,000, like literally, like I posted on Twitter. I literally like bought the top here, right? I'm not perfect. I fuck shit up all the time. I like bought the top here. I shaved some of that bag off once we lost this support, right? So once we lost this support, I shaved some off. I bought some here with what I had shaved off here, so I took a loss. My average on my total stack, I own like, I don't even know, 3,500 LTC, just spot. So I can be patient, right? But my average is not that good anymore. Originally, I'd been longing all the way up here and buying, selling, and then I sold a shitload of LTC at 220, right? And I did charts for all of that. You can go, it's all in charts. I said I'm selling at like 225. But then I rebought here, bought here, sold here, rebought here. So my average is now about 185. So not in the greatest shape, but we'll see. I mean, if we reject here hard, I'm probably going to cut, my LTC bag, if we trade below this low. Because if we trade below this low, I think we'll probably sweep this low here. And then I can always just rebuy, right, and save myself a little bit of money. But that tweet that I sent out saying LTC to 350 by the end of March, it's not looking good, y'all. So this video is at 1 hour already. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end the video here. I know I didn't get to nearly as many coins as you guys probably have wanted. I'm gonna make another video tomorrow where I will pick up where I left off. Very easy to remember. We left off at Cookie Fucker. We still got a ton more to fucking go. Obviously, I'm gonna have to go way faster if I want to get through all of these. But Cookie Fucker, 69. We got to him, so that's where we'll pick this up tomorrow. I don't want this to be a 3-hour video. No one's gonna watch it. Even an hour is too long. So I gotta find a way to be more condensed with this shit, guys. I don't know. If you have any tips on how I can be faster, I can't help it. I just like to talk. But yeah, gonna end the video here. We'll do another one tomorrow where I'll get into more of that list. Maybe this becomes a 3-parter. Who fucking knows? All right, so if you're watching this, hope you appreciate it. Or enjoyed it, excuse me. I appreciate you watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back again tomorrow. As usual, love you guys. Trader Mayne, signing off.